Hello and welcome back to Neeti Tech. This is part 5 of our Cloud Practitioner exam question series. And today we are diving into the exciting world of domain billing, pricing, and support, which covers 12% of the score content. For previous parts, check out playlist AWS Cloud Practitioner. Link given in the description box. Before we jump into the questions, if you want to test yourself on these questions, you can scan the QR code at the end of the video or check out the link in the description box. Let's get started. A company wants to review its monthly cost of using Amazon EC2 and Amazon RDS for the past year. Which AWS service or tool provides this information? AWS Trusted Advisor, Cost Explorer, Amazon Forecast, or Amazon CloudWatch? Trusted Advisor inspects your AWS environment and provides recommendations for the best practices. This is not helpful in reviewing monthly cost. Cost Explorer gives you the ability to visualize, understand, and manage your AWS spending and usage over time. As our question is asking for monthly cost for the past year, Cost Explorer is a suitable option for this scenario. Looks like the correct answer is B. Amazon Forecast, as the name suggests, provides time series forecast using statistical and machine learning algorithms. This is not what we want, hence this option is ruled out. Amazon CloudWatch monitors your AWS resources in real time, allowing you to track metrics, create alarms, and send notifications. This option might confuse you, as you might think that CloudWatch can also help us to monitor cost. While it is true that it can monitor cost, but it does not provide the detailed cost analysis over time like monthly cost in our case. Hence the correct answer is B. As covered, other services mentioned do not meet the requirement of reviewing monthly cost. Moving on to the next question. Which AWS service or feature can a company use to determine which business unit is using which specific AWS resources? Cost allocation tags, key pairs, Amazon Inspector, or Amazon Trusted Advisor. You can use cost allocation tags to assign metadata in the form of tags to AWS resources. These tags can be used to categorize resources based on different criteria, such as business unit, department, project, etc. If you have a business unit called finance, then you can create a tag with a key as business unit and the value as finance. Then you can apply this tag to all AWS resources that are used by the finance business unit. After you activate the tags, you can generate a cost allocation report with your usage and cost grouped by your active tags. Hence the correct answer is A. But let's evaluate other options. A key pair. A key pair consists of a public key that AWS stores and a private key that you store. Key pairs are used to log into your instances. And Amazon Inspector is an automated vulnerability management services. Trusted Advisor inspects your AWS environment and provides recommendations for the best practices. Moving on to our next question. Which of the following are included in the AWS Enterprise Support? Choose 2. AWS Technical Account Manager, AWS Partner-led Support, AWS Professional Services, support of third-party software integration into AWS, or 5-minute response time for critical issues. Now, AWS Enterprise Support provides access to a dedicated technical account manager who acts as a single point of contact for the customer. This manager helps with operational and technical guidance, architectural reviews, and ongoing support to ensure customer success on AWS. And AWS Enterprise Support also includes support for integrating third-party software with AWS services. This support helps customers with troubleshooting, guidance, and best practices for integrating and optimizing their applications and software on the AWS platform. Hence, the correct answers are A and D. Other options are not included in the AWS Enterprise Support. Moving on to our next question. A company needs to graphically visualize AWS billing and usage over time. The company also needs information about its AWS monthly cost. Which AWS billing and cost management tool provides this data in a graphical format? AWS Bills, Cost Explorer, AWS Cost and Usage Report, and AWS Budget. Now just look at the question. It is stressing on data in a graphical format. So we'll see which tool gives that capability. Both Cost Explorer and AWS Cost and Usage Reports provides details of billing. But the main difference is that Cost Explorer gives graphical representation. So the correct answer is B. But let's look at other options also. AWS Bills page provides a monthly view of your chargeable cost. However, it does not provide data in a graphical format. And AWS Budgets, you can set custom cost and usage budgets that alert you when your cost or usage exceed your budget amount. While it provides alerts and forecasts, it does not provide billing data in graphical format. Moving on to our next question. A company wants to run production workloads on AWS. The company needs concierge service, a designated AWS technical account manager, and technical support that is available 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. Which AWS support plan will meet these requirements? AWS Basic Support, AWS Enterprise Support, AWS Business Support, or AWS Developer Support. Concierge means assistance, so the company is looking for someone expert to assist them 24 by 7. AWS Enterprise Support is the highest level of support offered by AWS and provides access to a range of benefits and services, which includes a dedicated technical account manager. This manager serves as a single point of contact, providing personalized guidance and assistance in utilizing AWS services effectively, optimizing workloads, and addressing technical inquiries or issues. AWS Enterprise Support also includes 24 by 7 technical support, ensuring that assistance is available around the clock for critical issues or emergencies. Hence, the correct answer is B. Other listed options do not provide a designated technical account manager, concierge service, or 24 by 7 technical support. Moving on to our next question. A company is using the AWS free tier for several AWS services for an application. What will happen if the free tier usage period expires or if the application use exceeds the free tier usage limits? The company will be charged by the standard pay-as-you-go service rates for the usage that exceeds the free tier usage, or AWS support will contact the company to set up standard service charges. The company will be charged for the services it consumed during the free tier period, plus additional charges for service consumption after the free tier period. The company's AWS account will be frozen and can be restarted after a payment plan is established. When the free tier usage period ends or application exceeds the free tier limits, the company will start incurring charges for the services used beyond the free tier allowances. These charges will be based on the standard pay-as-you-go rates for each AWS service that is being utilized. This is the reason when you set up AWS account, it asks for your credit card details even when you are into the free tier, so that they can charge you in case you exceed free tier limits. Hence, the correct answer is A. Other options listed are not the standard practices with regards to free tier on AWS. Moving on to our next question. Which AWS services or tools can identify right-sizing opportunities for Amazon EC2 instances? Choose 2. AWS Cost Explorer, AWS Billing Conductor, Amazon Code Guru, Amazon SageMaker, or AWS Compute Optimizer. AWS Cost Explorer provides right-sizing recommendations based on historical utilization, and AWS Compute Optimizer offers recommendations based on the configuration and utilization metrics of your AWS resources. Hence, the correct answers are A and E. Let us look at the other options also. So, there is no AWS service with name as AWS Billing Conductor, so that option is ruled out. Amazon Code Guru is a developer tool that provides intelligent recommendations for improving code quality. And Amazon SageMaker is used to build, train, and deploy machine learning models quickly. These services do not help to identify right-sizing opportunities in Amazon EC2 instance. Moving on to our next question. Which AWS service or tool helps users visualize, understand, and manage spending and usage over time? AWS Organizations, AWS Pricing Calculator, AWS Cost Explorer, or AWS Service Catalog. AWS Cost Explorer provides an interface to visualize, understand, and manage your AWS cost and usage over time. It provides you with a set of reports that you can use for your analysis. Hence, the correct answer is C. But let's look at the other options also. AWS Organizations enables you to consolidate multiple AWS accounts into an organization that lets you create and centrally manage. AWS Pricing Calculator, as the name suggests, lets the user calculate the pricing for different AWS services with the configurations that they need. It helps you to estimate the cost of services before purchasing them. And AWS Service Catalog allows organizations to create and manage catalogs of IT services that are approved for use on AWS by the organization's users. Moving on to our next question. A global company wants to migrate its third-party applications to the AWS cloud. The company wants help from a global team of experts to complete the migration faster and more reliably in accordance with the AWS internal best practices. Which AWS service or resource will meet these requirements? AWS Support, AWS Professional Services, AWS Launch Wizard, or AWS Managed Services. AWS Professional Services is a global team of experts that work together with your team and your chosen member of AWS Partner Network to execute your enterprise cloud computing initiatives. Hence, the correct answer is B. While AWS support provides tools, technologies, people, and programs to help you optimize performance, lower cost, and innovate faster, it does not offer a global team of experts that will help in a migration. And AWS Launch Wizard service simplifies the process of sizing, configuring, and deploying AWS resources for third-party applications, but it does not provide a global team of experts for migration. And AWS Managed Service operates AWS on your behalf. It implements the best practices and maintains your infrastructure, but it does not provide a global team of experts for migration. Moving on to our next question. A company wants to receive a notification when a specific AWS cost threshold is reached. Which AWS services or tools can the company use to meet this requirement? Choose 2. Amazon Simple Queue Service, AWS Budget, Cost Explorer, Amazon CloudWatch, or AWS Cost and Usage Report. In AWS Budgets, there is a feature where you can set cost and usage budgets that alert you when your costs exceed or are expected to exceed your budget amount. And AWS CloudWatch can be used to set up billing alarm that sends an email notification when your AWS estimated charges exceed a specific threshold. These alerts are triggered by AWS CloudWatch and sent to you using Amazon AWS SNS. Hence, the correct answers are B and D. If you want to tackle these questions yourself, check the QR code or the link in the description box. Don't forget to hit subscribe and bell icon for more interesting AWS content. We are your partners in this cloud learning journey. Thank you for joining us today. If you have specific questions that you would like us to tackle, drop them in the comments. Until next time, keep watching, keep rocking.